September edition. Woo-hoo!
Woo! We're here, and I'm Stephanie. I'm closer to 50 than I am to 40. I've been married for 22 years. I'm a mom of 3 teens, including twins, and I have been in the beauty business for almost 23 years. Before I was 23, I had my idea of a beauty regimen being like never washing my face or just only wearing a little pressed powder or some chapstick and a tanny bed. But today I'm so grateful with social media and cameras at our fingertips that I learned about and have invested in taking good care of my skin. Like many of us, Gen X, Zennial, Millennials, whatever we want to be called, our moms didn't teach us how, and it's not too late. We've got a lot of life left to live. And so follow along as we show you how to keep it simple and just love the skin you're in. Speaking of which, this is my girl, Montana.
Hello, I'm Montanna. I am just over 40. I'm a mom of 3 awesome teens, almost a 20-year-old. I got a girl turning 20 on this weekend. I am married to my wonderful husband, who is the hottest thing since sliced bread, in my opinion. And I love helping women figure out their favorite everyday skincare and color, and helping them make money so that they can create their best lives. So we're excited that you're here.
We're so glad. Oh my gosh, it has been some craziness. What's been new? With you, Montana?
Well, school started. Okay, so in Maryland, school doesn't start till after Labor Day because we're so close to the beach, and it's a big economy booster, I guess. So our governor doesn't let us start till after Labor Day, which is totally cool because we love the beach right before the school year starts. But so we started school and sports, and McKenna is playing a club lacrosse team, which is new for the Elliott family. I was anti-club sports. I'm not the club sports mom that wants to drive everywhere every weekend and pay to stay in a hotel room.
Right.
Thank you. But we're venturing in because McKenna wants to play college lacrosse. So it's a new venture for the Elliott family, which means more practices, more money. Yeah. So that's the basis of it. Basics.
Fabulous. Well, we started school also, but it's weird. We have the same thing. Michigan has a lot of lakes. Michigan's got a lot of water and a lot of beaches. And so once upon a time it was like that. But here's what's been so crazy to me this year. Like, my kids started later than they normally do. Our governor allowed for us to start earlier, years and years and years ago. But here's what's so interesting is I feel like for 4 weeks almost, I saw first day of school pictures on Facebook. It was so weird because every time I turned around on a Monday or whatever day it was, I'd be like, oh, it's a little confusing. So anyway, yeah, we started school and time I just celebrated our wedding anniversary, 22 years. I don't know about you. You're feeling 20. Just kidding. And yeah, I think this is my first time doing the beauty cast with straight hair. That's new. And the glasses. And now I lost the contact. I'm hoping it's still not in my eye.
It's somewhere. We don't know.
It's been a week, so.
Oh my gosh. Okay, speaking of contact, this is totally out of context, but there is this woman on Instagram. She's an interior designer, and she just sent her son off to college, and I follow her, and she literally posted this video of her son behind her son's bed. He would throw his contacts behind his bed at night because I guess he only wore them for one day. Literally thousands. I mean, it looked like these tiny little clear. I mean, I give her mad props because if that were me, I'd be like, first of all, I'm not posting that.
Right. Oh my gosh. I'd be like, come home and chisel these off my wall.
Yeah. It was like a pile on the floor. It was actually kind of funny. So that anytime I think of contacts.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I mean, once they're dry, but I'm like, that's what, but it's still lost. So that's the thing. Like, even though I don't think it's in my eye, we can't.
I think you wouldn't know if it was in your eye.
Right. Like I said, it's been a week. Anyway.
All right. So as you guys are starting a new season, new school year, I wanted to give a little tip because, contrary to popular belief, we do have it all together here at the Elliott house. Just kidding. But meals are big in the Elliott house. Okay, you guys. When the BS is high, it's usually because the BS is low, right? The blood sugar is low when the Elliott family BS is real high. So, I had to quickly decide how I was going to rein that in. And one of the ways is meal planning, weekly meal planning. Now, I'm not a weekly meal planner that makes all the food ahead of time. Oh gosh. You have to cook the night up. No.
That's so much commitment. Like, that's commitment to, here's what it's commitment for me that I can't do. That's commitment on prep day, Sunday. Yeah. That I'm going to really still want to eat Friday's meal on Friday. That's a lot of commitment for me.
We keep it really loose in the Elliott house, but I do typically order groceries every Tuesday because that allows me to say hey guys, what do you want you have until Tuesday. There's a deadline so that my kids can't go, oh, you don't have food in the house. Yeah, well, too bad for you. You didn't have. Okay, but here's my trick. So here's the number one thing. Tuesdays is always tacos. Every Tuesday. Literally. That's the last night. Tacos. And then Fridays is always pizza. Now, it used to be like I would make the pizza. Like I was like CC homemaker and it was fun. And doing the girl. And like now they have way too many activities. So I'm like Domino's. And Domino's does salads now, so it's even better to order from Domino's. But so those are two like staples. So I'm making a suggestion to have two staple nights that you have the same meal every week on those nights. And then I took our favorite meals and I put them on index cards. And sometimes I let the kids pick and sometimes I don't. But when they were little, they would want to pick. But like spaghetti only on weekends, buffalo chicken dip and veggies, cheesesteak peppers, grilled cheese and
tacos. Where's the tacos? I know you got tacos.
Tacos is every Tuesday. So
tacos. Your tachos.
Oh, tachos. Yes, I forgot about. Okay, so that was a seasonal thing. You know, like you kind of go to those seasons. But yeah.
No, I know the seasonal thing.
Anyways, so here's a tip. If you're like me and you're literally like grabbing life by the horns and you're trying to figure out how to get all done, but you don't want to, okay, it's really expensive to order out every month or every day, even though it's easy, right? So if you have a meal that's like at least shopped for, right? I don't prep it, but I usually shop for it. Then it's a lot easier to come home and make it. So
that's smart. Okay, that makes sense. And when you said seasonal, like there are certain things like our chicken dumpling soup or like pop, stuff like that. That's Tom will be like, it's too hot for that, even if it's on request. Or sometimes though, like we had some chilly days in the summer and gray skies, and next thing I know, chicken noodle soup sluts for dinner. If you guys don't know, I don't generally do the cooking. So that's just that. Okay. So I have to tell this story really quick. Okay. Don't tell my husband I'm telling all of you this. But so my kids keep saying, like, first of all, I can cook. I just don't want to. Okay. And second of all, one time I got an ADD moment, and I'm just surprised it was only once. And I walked away from a toaster oven, and it may have caught the French fries on fire that I was cooking. Okay. Fast forward to about 3 weeks ago. My husband was like distracted. I don't know. He does not have ADD. Somebody has to like keep this shit together. And next thing I know, like I saw he had water boiling, and then my son lifts it up and it catches on fire. He literally burned water. He caught water on him. So like my kids have nothing to say anymore, at least in my book. They have nothing to say about how dad's a better cook than mom because dad caught water on fire and mom burned French fries. Or caught French fries on fire. At least it was food and not water. Hello. That takes a lot of work to.
I've never even heard that before. So yeah, Tom is definitely a unicorn for that. So that's